Well, good evening and welcome to another edition of Real Talk for Real Men. And I am your host, Lee Black. Thank you for joining me tonight. So it's midweek, first show of 2022. And it also just so happens to be my actual birthday. So for you joining me tonight, I appreciate you. Appreciate the love, the birthday wishes, the shout outs. I truly, truly appreciate it. So I just, even though it's my birthday tonight, I still wanted to come on, kick the season off correct, and at least give the viewers an opportunity to know what's coming up for this year. I think we got a lot of exciting things in store for the viewers, and I'm excited. I'm in a very, very good place, so I'm excited to be here. So, of course, I want to bring in my co-host first, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee, with the third most violent place in the United States. Tasha Mack, what's up, McMack?
Happy birthday.
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I would sing to you, but I'm not getting paid for this, so it's okay. I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, thank you. I sure appreciate it. And so for you joining me, you can find the Real Talk for Real Men on different platforms. We are on YouTube with the own channel, or you can go to TFG TV, where I'm a part of the family. And there's a suite of shows there. And I want to say hello to Mr. Falk himself. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate the well wishes. Thank you so much. Same for my brother Kenny. Appreciate you. And also from Miss Brittany, all part of the family, TFG family. I sure appreciate you guys. I got my sister waiting in the wings from New York City. What's going on, sis?
Why y'all sound low? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you well. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we can hear you. How are you doing tonight, sis?
I'm good. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I thought
Hey, Sherry.
I gotta get my volume going on. I don't know.
Get you some headsets.
Yeah, you might want to plug in some headsets. If you got any.
Your mother's playing the blues in there, and I can't even be in there.
All right. That's all right. Then like I said to the audience, I'm in a very good place.
I gotta get my headphone phone.
I'm in a very good place. As I mentioned, tonight is my actual birthday. So I'm calling this one birthday show.
Mm-hmm.
And let me mute sis until she get a volume and stuff together. Mm-hmm. But anyway, tonight is my actual birthday. I am the big 5'4". A lot of people like to tell their age. I am so proud to make it to this stage, because with so much going on in the world right now, with Omicron and COVID and the violence and all kinds of stuff, I am proud. I'm sorry?
The flu-rona.
Hey, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it out there, hey, I am so proud to make it to this stage. And so to be able to make it on this platform and to see another year and it to be a successful year. If you're like me and you look at how you began your year and how you end and ask yourself, where are you and was it a successful year? And so for me, I wanted to say the things that I leave behind. I do what's called a purge every year. If you don't know, let me see if our sister's got her earphones in.
Yeah, I can hear y'all better now.
Okay, so every year, how I actually measure my year, whether it's successful or not, I do a purge at the end of the year. And I literally go through my phone book, I go to my social media contacts, and I go through just in general, and I alleviate dead weight. What's going on? The caffeinated nutritionist. Thank you, sweetie. Good. Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. Thank you so much. And so I start to eliminate dead weight, and this is not personal. This is not somebody I'm angry with, I'm beefing with. It's just cleaning house. The same way you clean house, I do a figurative cleaning and I clean up everything. So I like to go into the new year very lean with leaving things behind. How about you, Tasha? Do you do anything like that?
As far as deleting and updating, not really that, because I try to do that throughout the year. But definitely an evaluation that has to be done as far as where I ended, where I started the year, and where I want my upcoming year to end. So I definitely do that.
Absolutely. What about you, sis? What do you do as you end one year and begin another? Any ritual?
Well, yeah, like Tasha just said, I started cleaning out way ahead of time. Most people that ain't don't call me, and you start deleting numbers, and only people that's important, and that's you know that's it's interesting to me. I keep them.
Fantastic. And again, mine is always the end of the year thing. It's literally a ritual I've been doing for probably 15 years. And so mine is not even always, again, based on issues with somebody. It might just be somebody that I met the beginning of the year and oh man, I don't know them anymore, or it's a business contact and it's run its course. And so these are some things that I kind of like to leave behind. I like to start the year fresh. And so I got up this morning. I wasn't feeling the best, and I had my first great surprise. Obviously, opening my eyes, thank God. But I had my boss tell me, "So, well, what are you doing here today?" We had a meeting the very first thing this morning, so I log in and my boss is like, well, what are you doing here? And I'm at the meeting. So he says, no, today is your day, man. Clock out, go home, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you guys this story because I am so blessed to work for a company that genuinely takes your holistic well-being in consideration. And he went on to talk about how this is what he wanted to do on our little team. We're like a own little division. And he said the company is not doing this. This is what we're doing. And then the entire team proceeded to just tell me how much they appreciated what I brought to the team and wished me well. So I was able to take off early today, go out, run some errands, get some things done. And before I end the show, I'll tell you about my birthday present. I'm off to a good start. So I'm in a very, very good place. Yeah. So anyway, what I wanted to do was ask, I was hoping to get more people on here, but I got my best friend, I got my sister on here as well. I've got, looks like I got some, what do you call these people who I need to block? Trolls.
Yeah.
Bye bye. So, who is Lee Black? Normally, when somebody dies, then people stand over them and they tell all these fabricated stories. I decided I wanted to get my flowers while I'm here. I might not
Mhm.
be here again. So I've always told my sister, she knows that if something happens to me, I want to be cremated, you know.
Mhm.
And I've told my best friend, I don't want nobody telling no lies over me. I don't want a funeral because I want people to know the authentic me. So I got my best friend, my sister on here. So I'll start with you, best friend. To you, who is
Mhm.
Lee Black?
Oh man, it's such a complex question. Who is Lee Black? My how I would define it, you are absolutely my best friend, my confidant. Um, we have gotten in trouble together, but also, you do keep me grounded, you do keep me balanced because I do think that you are the opposite of me. When we initially met, I don't think that it was ever going to be, I would have never thought that we would have been best friends, like ever. Not that anything was wrong with you, but under the circumstances that we met, I just didn't think that we would be best friends because it was a friend of a friend,
Absolutely.
how we met.
Absolutely.
And then, I think about the path that we've gone through, like the different things that we've had to go through. Just your wisdom, definitely the non-judgment, and always can get a real authentic take on anything that that I may be going through, and definitely reliable, always there. So it's I would say, oh, I'm getting emotional. A great friend.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, sweetie. I love you. I love you more than you know. I really do. I got my dog.
Birthday boy!
So
What it do?
so this
Jay,
Uh,
why it
this
look like you hiding in the bathroom?
this man.
no, I got my grandbabies over here. They chase they
Oh,
everywhere I
okay.
go, they follow me. So yeah, I had to
Oh,
check this while you hear me.
Going on? How you, brother Kennard? What's going on? Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. And yeah, you heard from McMack, and this is my dog that know where all the skeletons are buried. You know,
Man,
I appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. It means more to me than you know. You know, you know. In case people don't know, as a Jehovah's Witness, we technically don't celebrate birthdays. And so I'm
mhm,
not celebrating, so to speak, a birthday as much as I'm celebrating life. And so what I said
right.
mhm,
at the top of the show was there's so many things going on and so many things, negative things, that I am truly blessed to be here today and to be on this platform. And I just wanted to share my day with you guys. And so I'm asking the question. People don't get their flowers a lot of times while they're alive. So, my dog, who is Lee Black? I ain't gonna. I don't want to. I want to hear what you think of me while I'm right here. Who is Lee Black?
Who is Lee Black? Well, we know he's an opinionated sob. He's
Yes,
we hear that all the time. That is so true.
yes,
That
it's
is so true. So I guess really what I would say is that you're the type of person, what you see is what you get.
mhm,
So many people nowadays they put on these airs and try to be something they're not. And, you and I talked about this before. It's things that you do and say that I couldn't get away with because that's your personality. We have a different personality, and anybody who knows you, you know, when you talk on these live chats and what have you, that's who you are. You're not. For anybody who don't think that's you, let me set the record straight. That's just who he is. We have real conversations. What you're doing, and we're real talk, real men. We started this what I don't know, 10 years, 15 years ago,
15. Yeah,
and but we enjoy doing this, having these conversations. I feel like they're productive in a lot of cases. We've walked away. We've had group settings where people have walked away and said, you know what, I never thought about it like that. But what people don't realize is, and I know Tosh can relate to this, and Cherry can relate to this. We had these conversations when it's just you and I. When I come to
mhm,
Atlanta, you come here. So that's just who you hadn't changed in all these years, and I've been knowing you your whole life, my whole life. You're very simple. Get you a drink, get some females around you, maybe a little something to eat, and you just fine. You just it don't take a lot to make you happy. So, and I appreciate your friendship more than anything. I would say, Lee Brat,
mhm,
if he is a friend to you, you got a friend for life. And what I love about our friendship is that there are times where we have conversations, and you're gonna be honest with me. We always said we might agree to this, or I might agree with everything you say, but you're gonna say, "Hey, have you looked at it this way? Have you thought about this?" Or nephew, you're wrong. You're wrong. And this is why you're wrong. So you don't just tell me what I may want to hear, or what's the popular opinion. And so I would tell him about that's who Lee Black is, an honest individual who tries to, um, I would say, let people look at things from more than one perspective. And the reality of it is you've lived and had some experiences which have over the years made you wiser. You've been through things that most people it may have broke most people. So I'm giving you your flowers while you're here, man, because I've been there the whole step of the way. So
yes, you
that's
have.
that's that's who I think Lee Black is.
Yes, you have.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
again, I promise you guys, anybody watching this is not a get my ass kissed session, you know. And once Sherry shares her views, I'll even tell you exactly why I did this, you
mhm.
know. But I really did, you know. People get their flowers when it's too late, and I'm gonna let Sherry
that's
go
right.
in a second. But I wanted to acknowledge what my brother Lamar says, and he says, and I appreciate you, love my brother so much. He says one of the most authentic people I've ever come to know. So glad I've had the pleasure. Seriously, so let me tell you, how proud I am to be affiliated with Lamar. I call him, he's the Barry Gordy. He's the modern day Barry Gordy. This is a young cat who's ambitious, real, doing great things. But if you took all that away, let me tell you what I love about Brother Lamar and being a part of the TFG TV family is he is so genuinely authentic and want to see his entire team win that anybody affiliated with him is y'all. What y'all may not know, I don't know if the man actually sleeps late at night, constantly through the night, through the day, is constantly posting things, not for his own benefit. He wants to see everybody affiliated with him win. And I'm proud to be associated with you. And I thank you, my brother. I appreciate that so much. Your words, I really and truly do. Tabitha Hope, thank you, sweetie. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. And I'm gonna share brother Kenny's next. But sis, hey, you and I, we two keys in the pot. You know,
Well,
The
everybody
female
know.
twin.
Yeah, like
yes,
most
indeed.
people. I was just about to say that, nephew. Most people think we look we look the most alike out of all the siblings. We always been tight growing up until now. And as y'all said, you and Tasha said, like the show, the name of the show, real talk for real men. If you want it real, that's exactly who he is. He ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. He gonna tell you what it is. But one thing about him, he don't make you feel no kind of way or anything. And he's like he could be the best friend a person can have, And me and him always been best friends from little kids on up. So you can't find a more sweeter person because a lot of people would think that the way you talk, brother, that you would mistreat women. You would never do that. That's just not you. You understand? But that is your
No. Right.
personality. You
Hmm.
understand? But now, the Lee, Freddie Lee, that's what I'm talking about. Now, Lee Black on the Black, you gotta be ready for that. That's all I'm gonna say. But and one thing I can tell you, you all are a good person all around. I can't. There's nothing bad to say about you.
Well, thank you, sis. I love you. This is my heart. We literally talk every day. You know, we talk every day. My world is not right unless she's right. So that's how tight me and sis are. And like me and Tasha, like me and Jay, we do not always agree on things. The beauty of these relationships is
Nope.
that we disagree on many things, but the love connects us in such a way that we are able to be brutally honest with each other. And these are the people that I go to when I need adjustment. So what people don't know about, maybe may not know, is when I need that adjustment and I'm having to make a big decision, these three people, this is it. This is really it. This is who I go to. You know, when I was scared to step out there and make certain decisions, even moving here, y'all are the three people that I call. I value your opinion, your input. I know you're not gonna blow smoke, and you're gonna give me more to think about. So I love you guys for that. I truly, truly do. I want to thank you for that. Thank you, Sharetta, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll share with Brother Kenny. And this is another one of my true brothers. And after this one, I'm gonna share why I did this. Brother Kenny says of me that I'm unapologetically real in every sense of the word. What you see is what you get with Brother Black and his hobbies and bitches, and it is very very true, and that's been true for a long time. What has shaped me is two of my brothers who are no longer here, and they're equal parts of what make me who I am. So I want to honor them, my brother Paul and my brother Al. Paul was a straight thug to his heart, a ladies' man, and a guy in the streets. You want to talk about? that it factor, he had it in spades, and so he had a charm that just exuberated with everything that he did, and I looked up to him immensely. And then his polar opposite was Al. Al was a sophisticate and all about education and culture. Um, Al was bisexual, and my brother, that brother, instilled in me an ambition and a drive to be more than your surroundings. And so everything that I am comes from being shaped by those two people. And the irony is that growing up with them, watching them graduate from gold ale, drinking ale, and then different types of beers and wine and liquor. And ultimately, they went a lot further than I did with crack and things. But I was able to stop when it got to the liquor part. But those are the two people who introduced me to my life of sin with women. And those are two hobbies that was embedded in me from a young age. I passed that along to my nephew. And so that's all I know. I've never been a car guy, a motorcycle guy, trips, places, all that's great. I like women and I like drinking, you know. Now, this past year, I did a lot less of both. And that's why I wanted to do this segment because what I want to talk to my viewers with about what's coming up next. And so I'm so glad that Jay, you on this show. This was a concept started over 15 years ago. Me and this man right here. And when we created this whole platform, we did it because we wanted to give men a voice. Because too many times men say what they think women want to hear, and inadvertently, it has damaged the interpersonal relationships between us all because I think everybody needs some truth you know. And so to have you on here tonight, I want to get back to basic. When I look at two people that just passed, and that's why I did this segment. We lost John Madden recently, and we lost Betty White. Now, you know what those two people had in common to me, I've been thinking about this over the last few days. They're the very definition of a life well spent. And we hear all the time about wasted talent. Betty White almost made 100 years old, and you'd be hard pressed to find somebody to say something bad about her. Do you know what an accomplishment it is to live your life in full view in Hollywood and have nobody say nothing negative about you? To be that beloved as a woman, actress, whites, black, young, old, to live that life and almost make it 100 and to be that beloved and that accomplished. And then John Madden, the younger anybody under 40, they didn't even know that he was a coach, a Hall of Fame coach. They don't know about his broadcasting career. They know him from playing his video games. This man is the epitome of a living legend and icon. And so I decided that, you know what? I want this year's show to be about being our authentic selves. And in order to do that, we need to know how others see us. And that's why I wanted to do this. This was not about getting my ass kissed, but I wanted to hear while I'm here what people think of me. And I know what I have to work on if I'm moving in the right direction. Because if I don't make it another year, I am full in my heart knowing that the people I love the most, the associations I have the most, that they are real and authentic. And I don't have any time to waste. So I wanted to say to you guys here, I appreciate it, and anybody watching, how much I appreciate you. I truly, truly do. So I wanted to thank you guys because I couldn't be me in any kind of way. Y'all let me be me. And I love you. I love everybody. I love you guys. My brother Brenton, thank you, my brother. And I'm so blessed because I lost two brothers, and I've always been able to gain other brothers. Brenton is my brother. I love this man. I love Kenny. I love Lamar. I love these cats. These are real cats that if they ask of me, I'm there. And so I love them to death. Uh, Brittany, appreciate you. So thank you, sweetheart, for the kind words. But anyway, we're gonna end that. So let's talk about what's in store for this year for Real Talk for Real. I want to get us back to the basics. Now, Jay, when I say the basics, what does that mean to you? If I say to you, I want to take this platform back to the original basis, what does that mean?
So if we go back to the inception, that means you got to take this thing. You got to get on the road, my brother,
I'm glad you said
because
that.
you got and kind of what you just alluded to the fact that we got people in almost every state now. But we had these group settings.
Correct.
Social media is cool, the online thing, but it's nothing like that in-person setting where where you right you across from somebody, they can see you, you can see them, and have that interaction, that social interaction. So that's what I would like to see. If you want to go back to the basics, back to how this thing got started. We had what I would say 20, 25 people's max in those
Yep.
group settings and
Yep.
having real talk.
Yep.
We could take this thing. I really think you should take it on the road, man.
That is
New
so. That
York,
is my
Texas,
first commitment.
Tennessee. I mean, you name it. Where is Hana and Bert?
North
Philadelphia. Is that right?
Carolina, and we got people
North
in Texas.
Carolina. I mean, literally. I mean, this whole year you can go somewhere every month. So
So that you said that, I wanted to make that announcement that for 2022, God willing, I am going to get back on the road and travel a hell of a lot more. I owe you a visit, nephew. I am coming. I put this on my life. I'm coming.
I
I
got you.
I made a conscious decision that what you just said. I wanted to take it back to the basics where we have different settings, different audiences, so that we can really go back to the basics of bringing people together. So
It's crazy.
Tasha, I'm coming
Mm-mm.
to the violent city. I'm coming back, baby. I'm
Going to
coming back
M-Town.
to Memphis. Sis, I'll be in New York. If not in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, I'm going to New York, and I'm going to host from wherever I am. Hannah, Bert, you have my word. I'm coming. My fam in Texas, I am coming. I am coming. I will be there. Tyra's right there in Memphis. When I show, I expect to put together a show where I want you to come out and support and be there. That is one of the things I'm making a commitment to to getting back on the road. That was at the top of my list. So I will definitely be doing that. Now, I'm also going to be reinstituting the all male panel. I am bringing that back. That was one of the favorite sessions. I am
Mhm.
I am putting together an all male panel for my viewers. But guess when? We're going to do a Valentine's Day all male panel.
Okay.
Ladies, get your chocolate, get your liquor, smoke them if you got them. I am working on putting together an all male panel for our Valentine's Day special. And if you haven't been to one of our all male shows, Jay, tell them what it's all about, my brother. When
You
it's
in
all
for a treat. You in for a treat because the fellas they're gonna give it to you wrong. Women they ask these questions and you want to know the answer to it. That's the forum right there. And whatever question may be out there, typically that panel that he puts together, it's as raw as it get. And I think the goal of it is for if women listen, they truly listen to what men want, what they desire, what they need, how they feel. Then I think it would benefit. You know, uh, when it comes, especially the dating scene. So yeah.
absolutely. And one of the reasons why I'm most proud of the all male panels because Jay can tell you guys when we first started how difficult it was to get men to speak up and be
Yeah.
authentic and real. Like I said from the beginning, And we've come such a long way to when we put the male panels together, we don't duck any subject. And it is real and it's raw. And I love what you said, Brother Jay, nephew. Listen, listen. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
we're telling you what it might not be what you want to hear, but the answers are as real as they come. So, Jay, my brother, I expect you to be there. I know you're
You know, I
married,
got you.
so but I expect
I
you
got you.
even if you peek in. But I've got some surprise guests I want to invite. So I'm trying to put together a really nice eclectic panel of men, which brings me to my third thing I want to put forth for the new show. It's going to be more inclusive. Even on this male panel, I want my gay brothers. You are welcome. I expect you to be represented. If we're truly going to get better, we have to be more inclusive of everyone. So what I'm working on is I typically these panels have been guys that have been 40 and up. I am working on bringing under 30, the younger generation in and the gay generation. Sherry and Tasha, what do you think about that as women?
I like that. Bridging the gap, really getting to the core of a lot of the issues, really exposing, like where where the disconnect is. What can we do, and like Jay said and like you said, really getting those answers if you're willing to listen. Like you can't get it anymore from the horse's mouth, and because it's authentic, it's not pandering, it's not what you want to hear. It is from real men giving you real, real honest feedback. So
Sis, what do you think?
I think it's a good idea because even gay, straight, whatever, we all people. I love gay people. I have a lot of gay friends. I think it's a good thing. And younger people, that's a good thing because that way it appeals to the younger audience and they can get their views on what's going on today, the things that we might not even know about because we're not young, as
And that's
youngins.
Right. Yeah.
and that's
I
why
agree.
and that's
Yeah.
where I'm going with this. We've tackled over the past year and a half, 2 years, a lot of things that dealt with married life, older people, as we've aged into our relationships. And I want to learn from some of these young people. You're right, sis. They're out there in a way that we are not. I certainly am not. So I would love to hear from them, from their perspective, so that we can bridge the gap. So I am going to diligently put forth an effort to make a lot more topics more inclusive towards the younger demographic and even more inclusive towards gay. Now, let me say this for my gay brothers and sisters. I hope your greatest aspiration is to be included. With that being said, I'm gonna treat you like I treat the rest of my audience. I'm gonna be raw and real. So don't come with thin skin because I see you as I see you. I hope you see me as you see me. So we're gonna talk real with each other. And that's the only way that ultimately that we can really understand what your plight is, what your situation is. So I want to be educated. I want to be enlightened on how you see things. So that's where we're going with this. Appreciate it. Celebrity real estate shorts. Yeah, this is what I got planned for 2022. Another thing I want to do is I want to have more shows on where we share our platform. On Mondays, I'm on TFG Tonight with Brenton Haynes. And last night's show was so phenomenal because he brought in what I would consider probably competition for our show. On the TFG Tonight platform with Brenton Haynes, we talk about politics, and life and current events. He brought in a young man, and I'm gonna shout him out, Javier. If you find him on his social media platform, and it's brilliant young man, opinionated son of a bitch just like me, and stood his ground and just is brilliant just to hear him articulate his feelings. But what I liked about that is that how we share the platform. And I want to do so much more of that. I said this a while ago. The pie is big enough for everybody to get a slice. And so, what I want to do in 2022 is other shows and what their platform and what they're talking about. I want to mix the panels and I want to be able to share the platform with one another because we've got to tear down that crab in the barrel mentality. What do you guys think about that?
I definitely agree. I don't, where in one way I understand why there would be competition, but then again, in another way, someone could be bringing that perspective that you're just missing, that you just need to hear, that needs to be shared. So, I definitely am excited about having those collaborations, introducing something new, making it grow greater, because it's messages and things that we talk about on the show that needs to be heard by larger audiences.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sis or nephew, anything to add?
No, I have a question because
Shoot.
I might as well ask it now. I think Tasha, you had brought this up before, but somebody asked me this the other day. Now, if you're not bisexual, heterosexual, and what is this the name that they have out here for people that's just attracted to a personality? What is it called again?
Sis, we did a show on all of those different titles, and it's too
Mhm.
many to name.
Oh
It's
no,
too many to name.
oh okay.
So I would have to dig that show back up.
Oh okay. Don't worry
For
about it.
people who they don't look at gender, so that's a
Right.
whole nother topic.
Yeah. No, I was trying to ask that because I was interested in that, hearing more about that. But okay.
So we covered that on one of our shows, but there in that right there tells me that we need to go beyond skimming the surface, and that the platform is going to be open to others, and I've been saying that. Brittany says asexual. That when you're asexual, that is, but they actually have another term for it.
Yeah.
uh, I did a show, Brittany, and there was something like 15 different branches, of sexuality on the sexuality tree, and like pansexual, and they actually,
That's it. That's it.
if you're not asexual, it's different than what she's talking about. And so when I broke it down, it was very, very interesting, very, very
Mhm.
interesting. You know, so that's something we're going to go into. And finally, I want to have guest hosts. I want to have guest hosts. I sometimes I enjoy I enjoy immensely bringing these topics to the forefront, moderating, but I also love being a guest. And so I want to have guest hosts. We did that early on when my nephew Terry had did it before. He handled the all male panel. And so I want to have some guest hosts. She doesn't know this right now, but I'm going to be seeing if I can get McMack to host a show or two.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, folks. Yes, I am. You know, I want to have guest hosts. And again,
Mhm.
there's various platforms out there, and I would love to see my viewers interact with the different hosts while I'm just a guest. So that's something that I'm looking forward to doing. I want to make this year just different and exciting, and just to be able to keep the energy level high. And with that said, we're going to bring back some of our favorites, some of the ones that we know works. Hot topics, we never going to run out
Mhm.
of ways to keep that exciting because we love talking about, the rich, the famous, but we always put our spin on it and how it relates to relationships. We're going to bring back the segment of Ask Lee Black, where I really get to be my authentic Archie Bunker and give my opinions on various things. We're going to bring back the Black Card Revolt. You know, we got to
Yeah.
always stay, connected to, our culture and our heritage. What's up, Charles? Thank you, my brother. Appreciate the well wishes. Um, I've got a couple of new segments, but we're going to bring back the Zodiac. We're going to bring back, the Zodiac readings. I want to have more than one session this time. And so if you missed that show last time with Coco, she is brilliant at what she does, authentic and real and personable. And whether you subscribe to that or not, It was fascinating. So I am going to plan a couple of shows around the horoscope and the zodiac, and then I want to introduce, a couple of a session. I want to introduce a session called Memory Lane, and I'm gonna keep that one keep that one a little secret. I want to keep that one a little secret called Memory Lane, but I think that you guys are really, really going to enjoy that one. And of course, we'll do at the movies as well.
Mhm.
So this is what you can expect. It is coming in store for us in 2022. So I just want to pop in and let you guys know what's going on. I'm going to keep this show very short because after you guys have something to say, I want to tell you what my birthday gift is to myself. All right. So I just want to pop in really quickly. So this is an abbreviated show because I'm giving myself a birthday gift. So what do you get the man that has everything?
A hooker.
Kasha says a hooker, you know. So what, Sherry and Jay, what do you get the man that has everything? I'm rich. People who know me know that they said I'm very easy. What do you get the man that has everything? So Jay, you my boy, what do you think I want for my birthday?
I think this right here, the people that you care about the most, logging in where you can actually see us and we can talk. And, to me, I think this is probably a good birthday gift for you.
Very good
As
birthday
far as
gift.
materialistic things, yeah, you don't need anything. But just people that love you, the people that you care about, that's here for you. So
Okay. Sis, what do you think? Lamb says he with you, Tasha. Even though I gave up prostitutes, but okay.
I maybe you coming up off your celibacy.
Ooh, sis. So this is why she knows me so well. Let me tell you something. I got off early today, rode around, ran a few errands, went to a few places that I didn't. And I'm gonna tell you what I wanted. So look, we're keeping it real. It's called Real Talk Real Women. Sis, you know me too well. Now, I really don't want no snatch, but I wanted some really, really good head. So
Yeah.
I had to make a few calls, make a few promises, because I was looking for a decent header for tonight. So I'm drinking my my liquor. Thank you, Shante. Appreciate it, sweetheart. So, and another good hour and a half, I want to sit back in my easy chair, puff and drink, and if Spartacus act right, we're gonna have us a good time.
That's why y'all both of y'all two should have known that when he started talking about it's a short show.
sure, sure,
It
huh?
is a short show because I gotta do my Superman routine. Uh, Jay, Jay know about that. Ashante says she always come in on the best stuff. So I gotta do my Superman routine. I had to change the sheets on my bed, wash, I had to cleaned up. So I threw on my little shirt right before the show. So I gotta play my music, get my mind right, you know, because all I really want is some head, but I had to make a few promises, so I might have to perform. So we'll see, you know. So
Just stretch.
Spartacus,
Just stretch so that you don't break anything.
it's exactly, you know. But they say when you fall off a bike, get back on, you know. So TFT Media, yes, indeed, you know, I got to do that dance. With that said, you know, back to a more serious note, this has been a great, great birthday, and this really
Yeah.
is the gift that I wanted most. Because I'm a Jehovah's Witness and we don't officially celebrate birthdays or anything like that, and that's a whole nother conversation. We don't publicize birthdays if you know us, you know. And so when I got up today, it was with no expectation. My heart is completely filled up by the well wishes I got today because I told my sister something. I don't care who you are, Jehovah's Witness or not. Everybody wants to feel loved and appreciated. It's a natural human instinct. And so where your mama might remember your birthday and maybe even your family might, you can't take for granted that people are going to take out the time to say happy birthday to you and to just wish you well. And so for me, I was genuinely blown away by people I know and and many I don't know that took the time to say happy birthday to me and wish me well. And so for me, couldn't ask for a better day, better night. Had the day off. I couldn't ask for it. And again, seeing you guys' faces and hearing from my new family and people that I love and respect, you know, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. So, in case you guys wonder, I am in a great headspace right now. Um, and I'm happy, you know. If I don't wake tomorrow, y'all know I went happy. That's real. And that's real. Oh, and I wasn't even referring to the happy ending. I was reading it in a different way, you know. But if I
Yeah.
gotta go, that would be a hell of a way to go too. You know, letting clean down the back of somebody's throat is a pretty good way to go. You know, but anyway,
And we're back.
Stupid.
uh, yes. But with that said, I've got to cut this show short. Thank you. I love each and every last one of you to death. And again, the new family and just and even the peripheral viewers. Thank you so much for continuing to tune in to Real Talk for Real Men. We will be on Sunday with our lighter show. And next Wednesday, I guarantee you, back here at 8 o'clock, we're going to have a fantastic topic. We're going to get serious. We're going to get real. And we're going to launch this season with real talk in a way that we haven't done before because we're going to be more inclusive. The topics are going to be more exciting. And I'm looking forward to another great year. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us, on YouTube, TFG TV, subscribe to all of the platforms. And so I want everybody to have a great night, and I'll see you on the other side.
Okay, good night, brother, and have fun.